Hey Brick Bloggeteers, Will here, and today we're looking at a preview of an upcoming set for March 1st. Actually, two sets. Both of them are Winnie the Pooh sets. One of them is set 43300, Winnie the Pooh, retailing for $149.99. And the second one is set 43305, Piglet's Birthday Fun, retailing for $39.99. So a pretty vast difference in price, but when you put them all together, they actually really scale well together. So let's take a look at Piglet first, since he's the smaller set. So he does come with a birthday cake, as well as a little flower and his balloon. For articulation, he does have feet that can turn, so you can position them in case you position like a balloon too far out. His arms are connected using ball joints. It's actually easier to see on this one a little bit. However, the socket is facing upwards, so forward and backwards motion is a little tricky. You actually have to move up and over. It does rotate and twist, but there is some limitations to his movement. As for his head, he does have a rotating head. And since the ears are built on rounded elements, these are giant leaves, they can be tilted up and down to give him further expressions. The nice thing is his face is printed on there, so you don't have to worry about stickers there. And he looks pretty good from every angle. And if you don't want the birthday hat, it's just on by a jumper, so you can pull that off and put it back on. All right, as for his cake, it is locked by the birthday candle on top. So you'd have to first remove it before you can open it up. And the hinge is built using a brick-built hinge. So let's take a closer look inside the cake. As you can see, you have a minifigure version of Piglet. This is the same minifigure found in Winnie the Pooh's house. And then the other side of his house is the interior of his home, and that's where you actually have the two stickers in the set. All right, let's move on to Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh does come with his honey jar. He's a phonetic speller, so you might have to explain that to a small child. That's not how you spell honey. That does account for two of the stickers. They're on two large slopes. So you got the HU for one side and then the NNY for the others. Let's take a break and look inside the honey jar. Here you actually have Eeyore. This is the same one, again, that was in Winnie the Pooh's house. It is a solid figure, so there is no articulation for Eeyore. And then Winnie the Pooh is a minifigure with the sculpted head, and that's also where, inside here is where you have the two of the 6 stickers. So we have the 2 that start on the front for the honey, and then the 2 interior to help decorate the inside of the honey jar. As for Winnie the Pooh himself, he is a very heavy bear. He has fixed legs, so these aren't going to go anywhere. That's mostly because the entire weight of the sculpture is from the torso up. This is a pretty solid head, so you need the legs where they are to offer stability for the statue. The feet are on locking hinge. So wherever you put the foot, it's not going to move too randomly. The piece in there is still a fairly new piece. I first saw it in an Optimus Prime set. It's like a 1x2 brick that's 5 plates high, and it has a locking hinge, so you can put a pin in there and then have that locking feature. His arms are built with large ball joints. So the thing is, normally you would be able to tilt them out, but they're built so closely into the side of his body that you can't use the other mobility of the joint. So they can only move up and down. Now the nice thing is they did make each of the hands on a pin connector, so you can rotate them to have a little extra movement. And of course, his right hand has some dripping honey so that when he's sitting in front of the honey pot, you know he's eating. As for his head, it's also built on a ball joint, but because everything's built flush, he can only move his head left and right. There is no tilting some side to side. A lot of sculptures will do that to give extra expression. His ears are on small little ball joints, so they can move all the way around. And let's cut away and look inside his chest, because next to his heart is where all his friends are. This is where you get the 5th sticker. This is on a 2x4 tile, and it features all the characters, all his friends, in the 100-acre woods. Then we move to the top of his head that can actually be removed, and you have a thought bubble inside there. It's also a sticker. That's the 6th sticker that has think, think, think in a thought bubble. And on the underside of the head is, of course, what he's thinking about, which is a big shelf of honey. So there you have it. You have a giant $150 Winnie the Pooh and a much more affordable $40 Piglet. Honestly, what it comes down to is you really need to be a big fan of Winnie the Pooh, because even though these were excellent sculpts, there's not much to say that makes them a great building experience. They're a fun building experience. And these are purely for display. It's really hard to play with either of them. So if you're uncertain but think you might like it, I'd suggest starting off with Piglet set, because it is $40. It's a lot more affordable. See if you really, really like it. If you're sure, then go for the $150 Winnie the Pooh, because both of them together make an excellent display, because where you find Pooh, you find Piglet. So again, set 43300 is Winnie the Pooh for $150, and set 43305 is Piglet's Birthday Fun for $40.